Okay, we're live. Okay, we're live. Okay, we're live. Okay, we're live.
What,
I can't tell which one's the recording.
You trying to record a new sound drop?
What are you talking about? Why you keep hitting that button?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to That Checks Out with Damon and Ted and Brian, who is live.
Okay, we're live. Okay, we're live.
Nice. Yeah. He's re-recording his own sound drop live today. So, Ted, he has a... What does he have?
You have a subpoena.
Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do, Mac.
You have a subpoena.
See? Double. So-
At the time of recording,
Yeah.
not the time of people listening, but the time of recording, you recently had a birthday.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are now 3,000 years old.
45.
Or I was close.
Yeah. Mid-40s.
Mid-40s. 4, 5, 6.
Or if you're on our our page,
if you
it's,
just want to think
2
you're quoting
through
us,
8.
1,
Yeah,
7, 4, 6.
Yeah, 2 through 8, and then I think there's I think pi counts too. 3.174.
Yeah, we encourage you guys quoting our lines, but if you could just do them right, that would be fantastic. Wait, where'd you hear that line out? Oh, this checks in. That's the podcast I listen to.
Yeah, you have a submarine penis. No, that's not what it says. It's not what it says at all. That is so weird.
This checks in with David and Todd,
Yeah, with Devon and Todd
with Ramon and Todd.
and Big Sack over there on the mic.
All right, I gotta go. It's been fun. You can find us at thatchecksout.net.
Yeah, right. So I did notice on the teleprompter today, because we are recording these, which is nice. We are going to YouTube, and we're gonna barrage it with all our
Wait,
stuff.
there's a teleprompter?
Yeah, well, whatever. The thing that shows my face.
Oh, the camera?
That's
The
what I was
monitor?
talking about. Yeah, the monitor.
All right.
So I saw on there that my beard, because I have not been washing out the gray.
Yeah.
So it is quite needs to be washed out the gray.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're gonna start building the toys for Christmas.
But I did condition, so it is oddly soft. Does anybody want to touch my beard?
No, I condition my own. I don't need to touch yours.
Okay. So you do condition yours?
Yeah, that's
okay.
What am I, a farmer?
So you did eat both those dinners. No, but I encourage anybody to go out and find a big man with a beard and touch it. And then when you're around me, touch mine so you can compare. You know what I mean? That's how it should go.
Don't.
No, you should. First off, if the guy's on a Harley and it's been blowing in the wind, that'd probably be a good comparison to
Yeah,
mine.
sure.
Yeah. So you should, with a Hell's Angels patch on his back. Yeah.
Yeah, loud pipes save lives. Heavy pipes end them.
You're right.
Just so you know.
First off, anybody that has one of those bikes needs to let you know they started it and they're going to drive it. Okay? That's how they do
started it now. They're probably going to drive it 15, 20 minutes from now.
Right. But what's nice is every time they pipe it, their radio goes even louder because it's set to whatever the idle is on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
So it's really nice when they come by and you're like, wow. Because I got accused just a little bit ago of my cans being too loud. Would you say, Mac, that somebody said that they were just way too loud when they came in after me?
Yes, like they talked into it and their heads snapped back like somebody front kicked them.
Yeah. Every week. Brian, I can't hear myself in my cans.
Yeah.
I can't hear myself.
Yeah. Mac, turn up my cans. So, but that's kind of what a guy in a Harley does. That's just they're so definitely loud.
I'm almost tempted to have Brian set my cans to your level just so I can hear it, but I want to be able to hear the rest of the day. So let's not do that.
Yodeling practice starts now. So I don't watch much news, and we'll catch up here in a second. I don't watch much news, but my wife had the news on one morning, and they talked about they had a suspect in custody that went on a job site with a knife and threatened 2 workers with a knife. They were looking for him. Okay. Now, I used to be in the trades, and I work with a lot of people. Okay. And trust me, I'm not Billy Badass, but I work with a lot of guys that kind of fall in that category, and they have tools and hammers and saws and everything else. So if you come on with a knife, they're going to find you in the hospital. Okay. That's where they're going to go to the hospital and find you. So I don't understand, today's, is everybody just afraid to, I don't know, if you were to come at me with a knife, I don't think that I'm going to back down because I'm going to get cut. But
Son, you've made the tactical error of bringing a sword to a shootout.
That's what I'm saying. But there's 4 or 5 guys on the job site and 1 guy with a knife.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Just mathematically, first off, the guy with the knife must be crazy. So maybe that's what he had going for him. Because you got to be crazy.
Right. If you're reading the room and you're like, yeah, I could probably take a regular guy with a knife but I'm not going near that guy.
Right.
Yeah.
They have 10-foot sticks of pipe and hammers and everything else. And I think,
No.
would
I stand, 15 feet away and whip a hammer at a dude? Probably. Probably, sure.
that hatchet class came in really good, right? The hatchet throwing.
Oh, we did that in Iowa once for work. And it turns out I'm a natural at throwing a hatchet.
Really?
Yeah. The one guy was like, "Here, just try this," and I was all of a sudden it was like, "Dunk, dunk, dunk," wherever I wanted it. I'm like, "Going there, boom." And then I sat out for a while, and then they were having this like contest, and because it was a team. I'm like, where I work with people, but I'm usually not with my team. I'm working with other people, so they were having a team contest, but the numbers weren't right. So the one guy was by himself, and I was getting tired. I just wanted to leave, and I'm like, "Hey, how many things do you have to hit for us to go?" And he's like, "Well, I need to hit this one, this corner, this corner, this corner, and the bullseye." And I went, "Give me a hatchet." And I just stood up. Now everyone else is two-man teams, and he's by himself.
Yeah.
And I just went up and went, "Dunk, dunk, 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 dunk. Let's go home."
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
So you'd be the guy, you just sit on the front porch with a hammer at the job site and be like, "Don't worry, I got this."
Yeah. If he gets past you, I got it.
Yeah.
Slow him down a little bit,
Ted's in the porta john. Bad shit's going down over here.
Take a little bit of his steam out of him first, and then I'll
see if you can slow him down. I'm real good at a steady target, but when they're moving, I don't know how I am. Yeah, I might want a second hammer.
Yeah, they didn't. That pallet of wood wasn't moving at the hatchet throwing place. Do you guys got any of these that move? I want to practice on a moving target,
like Tom Brady hitting them at 40 yards, moving target across the field. But no, I saw that and I just thought it's just so weird because going back to my day, I again, he's on the prowl. They're looking for him. No, I'll tell you, he's in room 201 at the hospital. The ambulance took him there. He left in an ambulance.
Yeah. Now, if you're going to do that at like I don't know. I mean, if you do that at a Starbucks or a Dunkin' Donuts, I'm still whipping the pot of hot coffee at him. I'm finding something.
Yeah, no, there's a weapon to be had.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably
how old are those crullers? I'll sling a few of those.
How do you go down? Venti. Venti.
Les Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you have some guitars over there that you'd really like to be like, I don't care if this one breaks.
Yeah.
I'd actually always kind of fantasize about using a real expensive one for the greater good.
He's like, "How'd you stop the robber?" With a tribute to Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah. Well,
then I lit it on fire.
I ran and got the keys, and I opened up the special case, and I reached into the front.
Right.
I reached past all the other.
Remember the one you said, "Don't touch under any circumstances"? I thought this was any circumstances.
I ran past all of the heavy mic stands.
You know that vintage hollow core acoustic that's like very rare? Yeah. Oh man, I Captain Kabonged him like there's no tomorrow.
That happened to Kurt Russell in the making of Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
They had a really expensive guitar, and he thought it was the prop, like the one they made for the scene, and it wasn't. It was the actual antique.
And he destroyed it?
Oh yeah, he slammed that thing down. Ruined it.
That's awesome. He's got the money.
Oh, it's Kurt Russell. Yeah, I'd let him do it. Whatever.
Yeah. So Mac, on the other hand,
does not have the money.
Yeah, you got some explaining to do, Mac.
I get the employee discount though. So
first off, it wasn't a robber; it was somebody with an expired coupon. But it just sent Mac off. You guys match competitors' prices? Damn it! Give me the keys. So what does consignment mean? I am going to murder you with an axe right now.
I need to stand right there. Yeah. Social distancing? No. But you can stand on that circle. It'd be fine. That way we can find you.
I tell you who's more likely to get murdered. Me and you when we walk through that store.
Oh, I thought, yeah. I can't, like, that customer is probably still traumatized.
Yeah.
Excuse me, what's your address? Oh, it's, stop, put that down.
Yeah.
Stop touching that. I'm sorry, I didn't get that again. Well, it's hey, knock it off.
I see you. Don't do that.
I'm sorry, where were we again? Oh, yeah, your address.
Yeah. And the whole time the guy's like,
do we need these for the show? No. Get out.
Yeah.
Are you talking to me or those weirdos?
Right. No. I want your money. I want them to leave. Yeah. So do you have anything interesting happen this week?
Yeah, so I had a couple things. So Wednesday nights, we do comedy at Zany's, and this past week Brian was hosting, so I was doing more of the nuts and bolts stuff. So checking comedians in, asking when they want their light, running the light, doing all that stuff, making sure that the Because you have to do this, rigmarole with the microphones because we don't have 1,000, there were 11 people performing. We don't have 11 microphones. You got to make sure they're sanitized and cleaned off and do all that kind of stuff. So I'm doing that so Brian can host. I'm not going to name names, but the headliner, we'll just call him Blim Blanigan.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Comes in and I was like, hey, Blim, when do you want your light? And he said, yes. And I said, okay, what time? Yes. Cool. Now, another guy, because we changed it up. We had been doing it, all the lesser time people and then the bigger names at the end. But this time, and I think it went well, we went a couple up and coming people, then a longer set, then a shorter set, then a longer set.
Mixing
so we kind of mixing it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So one guy early was like, hey, he's like, I'll time myself. I don't need a light. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe Blim is pulling this move. And she gets on stage, and then 10 minutes in, because that's what the main, because we had 10, like I said, 11 people performing. So the bigger names went 10 minutes. And at about 10 and a half minutes, he goes, did I get a light? And I'm from the back. I went, no.
You should have went, yes.
Oh, I should have, yeah. I was like, no. So you can see him up there. And Brian comes over. He's like, did you light him? I'm like, no, he didn't tell me what time he wanted his light. So I'm not giving him a light. And so finally, after a few minutes, he's like, and I'm Jim. Thank you very much. He gets off, comes over. He's like, did you light me? I'm like, no, Jim, you never told me what time you wanted your light. Apparently, it was 6 minutes ago. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no. Now you make me look like the a-hole because I didn't like you when you mentioned it on stage. Then after last week's fiasco, 2 weeks ago, when I lit the guy and the guy was upset that I lit him, even though I lit him at the time he wanted. Yeah. Now I don't want to give everyone a light. Now I just want to be like, just figure it out. And if you go over your time, that's on you. But,
you should just throw an axe over their shoulder when it hits the thing.
Yeah. Did I get a light? Nope.
No, that's a warning shot.
Yeah.
That's what you got.
But he was very apologetic and said that it was a miscommunication. And I was like, oh, clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly it was unclear.
Clearly your word yes does not mean a number. Yes.
So I just sent him a text the next morning. I was like, when do you want your light? Yes. Yeah. Answer, yes.
Yes.
But I should be my turn to host this week. So
nice.
I won't give Brian my light time.
Yeah. What do you want for a time? You know what? Just surprise me.
Yeah.
You get up there and it's strobing.
Oh yeah. As soon as I get up, it's I can hear that light. I will say also this another thing that happened to me was, look, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into the politics of it or anything, but places are hurting for workers. I'm not going to get into the behind the scenes of that, but we shouldn't be taking out on the people that actually did show up to work and are trying to help us, even though they're shorthanded.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not their fault. They came to work. They're trying to help us. But if you drive around, you'll see that like drive-thrus and everything are around the block. They're around the building. Because there's only a few people working there. So I went to one that wasn't that long, and I ordered a spicy chicken sandwich.
Gotcha.
Around 11 o'clock. So it's probably just after their changeover. They don't say anything. Say nothing. No, they're like, okay, that'll be this price. So I come up. I pull up to the front. I wait literally 5 minutes. They slide the door open. They start handing 2 drinks out to me. And I'm like, no, that's not for me. So now this guy's just looking at me holding 2 drinks in the ether between the window and my window. And I'm like, you need to pull those back in. Those are not, I don't want to touch those.
Because once you touch them, they can't.
Those aren't for me. And he pulls them back in all like, he's like, well, I don't know what to do. This is what they told me. This is what, and then I see someone behind go, he had the spice. I just see the mouth go, he had the spicy chicken sandwich. And I mouth, do you want me to pull up? Like, because now I look behind me, there's a line around, and I feel like an a-hole because I'm blocking all these people from getting their delicious sandwiches or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe they just don't have enough people to run someone out with a sandwich later. And then all of a sudden I see the manager derp out with like with an order for someone who did the curbside pickup. And I'm thinking, just tell me to park over there. Like, what are we doing here? And then it was just like, so then 2 minutes later, it opens up, guy starts handing me 2 different drinks. And like, no, it wasn't what was in the cup that I can't even see anyway that was the problem. It was the fact that I know that ordering one sandwich, I'm not going to get it unless you're serving it in cups now. Is this what you're doing now?
We
Is that your thing?
it, sir.
Yeah.
Here's a shake straw. Enjoy.
And I didn't want to get angry with him, but I felt bad because I'm like, now it's back to like the biscuit place sandwich before. Like, I'm not angry, but I know that if I don't say something, the people behind me are going to be pissed.
Right.
So I'm like, please just let me do something to get out of the way so you can help these people because I don't want them to yell at you because you're idiots. Right. I feel like they should, but I don't want them to.
I was trying to protect you.
Yeah. This hurts me more than it hurts you.
So we finished a football game last week and we were up north, and I ended up bringing a couple kids home with us. I took one.
Wait. Yeah. Were you allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, in the north, you can just take kids. It's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't see Chris Hansen there. Yeah. It is what it is. So,
you do drive a white van, so
we had one kid get dropped off, and his brother had like a soccer game somewhere close by, but up north. So she couldn't pick him up. I said, well, I'll take him home. So I stop at a McDonald's, and I got 4 kids in the car, my wife, myself, and so I get 6 drinks, which won't be a problem because filling a cup's not hard. And then I go, what do you eat? You eat chicken sandwiches or McDoubles, or what are you doing? They're like, okay. I said, I'm not getting fries. It's like 3:00 in the afternoon, but nobody had lunch because we played at like 12:30.
Look at this guy, big guy. I'm not getting fries.
I said, I'm not getting fries because, here's the deal. I said, first off, we're going to call this a snack. So if you get home and your parents are like, hey, it's dinner time, cool. Eat dinner, fight through it. I don't care. Don't get me in trouble, right?
You want to have a body like me? You fight through snack time.
Right.
You fight through snack time.
So I order like 7 McDoubles, right? And I order 2 chicken sandwiches, and then I got the kids something. No, but I order that. I get up there, and I'm like, oh, my daughter wanted chicken nuggets, so I get chicken nuggets. I said, okay. So I do the Sinbad. I don't remember the bit. It's a great bit. When he pulls up to the window, and I go,
cheeseburger and Coke?
Yeah.
Cheeseburger and Coke?
Then he goes, they got my fries up there? You know what I mean? Like, yes, at the first window. So I looked at the lady, and I literally said, they going to have my food at that window? And she goes, well, we have a third window. So this one, when you pull up, instead of them having to walk outside, there's a third window. So they walk to that window. The problem is you're in the forgotten land.
Yeah.
There's nobody working in there unless they're bringing you your food. So I get to that window. I ordered nothing special. They're all just however you make them. And these are kind of sandwiches, I hate to say it, that are probably already pre-made and sitting there, and they're waiting to throw them in bags. Okay. And I did that on purpose.
I mean, that used to be the thing. Like, you remember, you used to go to McDonald's and there'd just be that bin.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah. Now at least they pretend and make them behind the thing, but they're already made.
Yeah, but what's so weird is like you weren't planning on selling McDoubles or McChickens today, even though that's like probably one of your hottest sellers,
right.
Or McNuggets. Anyway, call me. So we're sitting at this window of like forgottenness, and I've already paid like $30, $35 for McDonald's food. Okay.
I was gonna say you hadn't said what the name of the place yet.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't have known.
Yeah. Well, I said McNuggets.
We wouldn't have known what you were talking about.
Yeah. Unless you're McDumb.
What time is it over there?
What time is it on that side of the table? But so she finally comes to the window and she hands me the bag, and I go, hold on, because she's gonna walk away to the abyss. And I look and I go in and I count everything. I'm like, you're good. I'm like, you are not leaving.
Right.
Because then I have to figure out how to get in there and find you.
Yeah.
And go, hey, this was wrong, but no, it was right. But it's just it's like your top seller,
right?
It's like, did you not know?
Ooh, we didn't know we were going to make Big Macs today. Ooh. It's the same stuff as all the other stuff. You just build it differently. Yeah. Wait, you had the stuff for Big Macs, but not McDoubles? It's the same thing, just less bread.
Right.
You have to make less of it.
Less bread and no sauce. And you're pretty much good.
Speaking of the joke we just made about what time it is across the table, we should thank our special guest from last week.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is how we do it. We didn't remember the 5K we had done until 20 minutes into a show. But we really need to thank Chad Daniels for taking time out to come on our show. We hope you all enjoyed that. We loved it. So if you didn't, too bad, because we loved it.
We're huge fans. And I was trying not to be, I'll say starstruck. We're being like hey.
It was getting there a little bit.
It really was.
Hey, do you watch shows?
Yeah. Hey, do you
watch stuff?
Yeah. Do you
watch stuff? Do you stuff?
Do you guys, do you breathe air? Do you need me to pick up your dry cleaning? Yeah.
You're wearing a hat. Do you wear hats?
Yeah.
You're in a kitchen.
Your shirt says Cleveland. So, you a big fan?
Been to Cleveland? You like more Cleve or Land?
Yeah.
Which one?
You ever been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Me neither. Yeah. Cool, we got that in common, But yeah, it was.
You got him to do a Siamison. We got Wolf, Moose in the morning.
Moose in the morning. Oh, that was so
interview,
awesome.
Sylvia Brown.
Yeah. I love that though, because your face was like, "You're doing this to me right now." I'm like, "Yeah, this is happening right now." So no, that was fine.
A voice I immediately forgot how to do after the episode we did it. I'm going to sue something. I don't know what's going to sound like.
What I like is I'm like, you remember Sylvia Brown from Montel? He's like, I'm like, no, you don't. You're going to want to look her up later on.
Yeah,
this is
you can
spot
Google
on.
it.
Yeah.
Just talk to him, and he's going to pretend he's a smoked out psychic that's dead.
This is spot on. Trust me. You'll thank me later.
I can say he doesn't know who he's talking about.
But no, I had so much fun, and again, he was laughing.
Yeah.
So I was very happy about that. So
and he didn't have to do this, but the fact that he was like, "Hey, you guys didn't have to sell me on it. You asked me to listen to an episode just so you know what's going on." And I did, and it's a very enjoyable listen. It's a great time. I think you guys are doing a great job. That was worth it. We could have cut the rest of the hour out.
I know. I was just like,
And I would have
wow.
been like, all right, we'll just go with that.
There's our new drop for the
Yeah.
board. It's like
Yeah. Hey, Mac,
the
we're gonna-
longest 45-second drop.
We're going to need that drop. If you have to put it across 4 buttons, put it across 4.
Yeah.
Of course,
You can take out the.
No.
we did it in the wrong order, though.
But no, like I said, that was awesome, and we can't thank him enough because it is weird as a fan to go from we went up to his show and sat there and enjoyed it to he gives us an hour of his time to sit and chat with us. It's like wow, it's
Very gracious.
It's gracious on his part, and it's humbling. You would think it'd be the opposite, where he'd be like, look what we did, but it's very like it's surreal still right now.
And I have to thank people. I don't know if they want names, but I have to thank people behind the scenes that knew we were fans. That I know through the comedy world knew that we were fans and put us in touch with Chad and said, hey, and they didn't say like, you need to do this, please do this for us. They just said, hey, these are a couple good guys.
Yeah.
They might reach out to you. And that's it. That's all they said. So it's on him that he was like, hey, yeah, no, that's fine. They can reach out and I'll give him a shout.
Yeah.
So
and
that was very nice.
Well, and I got good guy by association because they don't know me or they would never said that.
I noticed I just left you in and you had to clarify.
He's talking about you and Mac. He's like, these are two good guys. And Damon.
Mac, who didn't even know was in the room. And then Mac said something 45 minutes into the show and he was like, who's that?
Yeah. Who's narrating
Even
my
though
life?
I tried to introduce him in the beginning, but we had some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
In this new world of virtual meetings.
Mac, anything cool happen in your week?
I saw a groundhog this morning.
So
No.
7 more months of summer? Or what does that mean now,
Yeah.
Mac? I don't understand what that means.
It's gonna be rough for you.
It's gonna be rough.
Yeah, for Damon, sure. Is it 52? Turn on the air. Turn on the air.
I saw a groundhog getting mauled by a feral cat.
Wow, that was low.
Hey, where's your chicken helmet? You don't have it underneath your thing anymore.
That's the word.
Oh, okay.
It's still there.
By the way, my wife laughed more last week when you looked at it. It was 2 weeks ago, but it was hysterical. Yeah. Yeah, you know how to
so much pain.
Again, so glad we could bring you the mental anguish.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So I haven't done this in a while. Before
Workout.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I won't say eat. That was about 6 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I'm chomping
Breathe
now.
heavily.
Yeah. Dude, we had to walk from the car. The car's not in
Yeah,
here.
you backed in. So with it, we were 4 feet further from the door.
Right. And I drive a van. It's much bigger in the back, It's like me.
Yeah.
It's a lot bigger in the back.
Well, you beat
I
me
took
to
it. I saw your
you
face.
certainly did.
I thought he's going there.
Angry.
No, I have 2 business ideas.
Oh, business ideas.
Business ideas. Mac, you ready?
I haven't done this in a while.
No.
I'm out.
No.
No, you're not. Not yet.
No.
No, I don't. And no means no.
So I want to preface this by saying that my buddy, I have a buddy, Steve,
Already sus.
but he's a retired naval engineer. He's a chef and he's a bee enthusiast. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to.
Did he just like randomly go through the dictionary of hobbies?
Yeah, no,
I am this, and be enthusiast.
Yeah. No, he was a professional bee enthusiast. He dabbled in the Navy.
Yeah. I'll dabble in naval engineering. Let's give it
They
a
don't
shot.
take themselves that seriously.
Right. Yeah. Nuclear sub. I'll play with some buttons. Let's see what we got, But so anyway, he's explaining to me he has some honeycomb. So he showed me the honeycomb and
Honeycomb's big. Yeah.
So
It's not small. No.
What are you talking about?
It's a commercial for honeycomb.
commercial from probably before you were a kid.
It's not small.
No.
No.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So anyway, he says you can eat this. So I tried it. It was gross. Okay. Did I break you with coffee in your mouth? Okay. So I tried
almost
it.
lost a microphone there.
He goes, yeah. So
Is that all it takes for you?
Yeah.
You could eat this. So I put it in my mouth. It was gross.
Damon's a big hit at the Turkish bath.
I don't know. This looks a lot like the last one. That one was gross.
Give me some ketchup. I put ketchup on it. I don't know. So
You don't
anyway,
put ketchup on a wiener.
so
Maybe.
you break back now? You guys, I want to get to
This whole
my
thing is...
I want to get to my business idea. I'm glad you're in a good mood because we're not going to get a no on this.
Yeah, we weren't there in the beginning.
So anyway, so he shows me and he's showing me, he goes, so on the honeycomb, which is gross, but he says these little holes here, he goes, that's what stores the honey. So that got me thinking,
Your description is not making it better.
No, what I want to call the company, I want to promote him, okay? But it's going to be called Steve's Beehole Nectar, okay? And because what's neat is the little holes is what hold the honey.
Yeah.
So it's the bee holes.
Yeah.
So, and then he took some on the ship with him when he was out at sea, and he actually made a spread. So I call that Steve's Semen Spread.
All right.
Are you guys in?
What is it?
Delicious.
Yeah. So
Besides honeycomb.
according to Damon, Steve's Beehole Semen Spread is
No, it's Beehole Nectar.
is delicious.
Steve's Semen Spread. It's two different things. The semen spread was out at sea. That's why he was with his buddies on a ship, and he made it out of honey, and it goes on toast. So it's like a thicker. It's got stuff in it. It's pretty good. So I've had a lot of it.
Yeah. I would imagine.
Yeah, but then what do you think about it would look good on T-shirts. It would look good on packaging sitting on a Walmart shelf. Call me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They won't.
What do you think though?
Oh, I don't. Did you not hear? I was preemptively out from the beginning.
But then you laughed and we're in a good mood. So how about now?
At you being an idiot. Sure. I'm in on that every time.
Nothing.
No.
Seriously.
Yeah.
But the name, it's catchy.
Right. But I didn't come up with it, so I'm out.
So if you would have come up with it,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you ruined it. You decided to.
so you can't come up
You
with a
decided to
better.
take my job.
So you can't come up with a better name than that. Is
Oh,
what
I don't
you're
want to.
saying.
I'm out. Why would I put any
Mac,
effort into this?
anything?
Yeah, Mac. Do you want to be in the beehole?
No.
It's Beehole Nectar business.
The what?
The Beehole Nectar business. We're groundbreaking. We're like on the ground floor of this. Mac,
No.
any startup capital whatsoever. Are you reaching in your pocket?
I think he's looking to see how much he can sell a chicken helmet for.
He listed on eBay.
I thought I had some change around here.
She buys it again and
You
sends
did
it
have some
back.
change. You were covering up his face on the business card with it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
Where'd it go?
So that's a no on that one. I'll let Steve know. He'll be pissed, but it is what it is. Okay.
I'm beginning to believe that Steve doesn't exist.
No, I will let him know. Now, second business idea. Okay. You both said you were going to be in on this one. Remember how we hate painting? And you said we had to come up with if I came up with a painting business,
Yeah.
you would be in. Okay. So, when you're painting, you have to get the nice crisp lines.
Yeah.
Okay. So to do that, you have to caulk those lines.
Mhm.
Okay. So what I want to do,
I don't think you do, but
you do. You have to, you caulk the seams. So I want to call it Amazing Caulk.
I'm still out.
No, it's a painting business. They do amazing work with amazing caulk. And then their tagline is, your jaw will drop when you see our caulk.
Again, I'm out.
Mac,
Because it doesn't sell painting.
it does sell painting.
How do they know? Someone sees that on a shirt, how are they going to know it's
It's
about
going to
painting?
be Googled a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure it already is.
It's going to be Googled a lot.
Yeah.
People are going to find it by accident and go, I want my house painted. You know what I'm saying? It's going to spark conversation. Amazing Caulk.
Yeah,
You in, Brian?
This is when you try to start that business about best breakfast coffee and you wanted to just use the initials. This is the same thing that we try to teach you then.
It works.
Yeah.
It
It was
works.
Googled a lot,
Yeah.
but we didn't get the clientele we were hoping for.
Mac, you in? You
No,
didn't
he
say
has
out yet.
sunglasses. He looks like he's asleep over there.
You seriously have
Legit.
sunglasses on?
He does.
Are you not paying
Corey
attention?
Hart over there.
What?
See?
So you're not paying attention at all. Hey, Ray Charles, are you in?
He wouldn't know.
What are we doing?
We're doing Amazing Caulk.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
How does that sound awful?
Yeah. See, Brian and I are
The
on the same
name
page.
is catchy. I think you guys are pissed because I come up with good names.
No,
No, I don't. And no means no.
You just double
I
tap
doubled
the
it
board.
up. Yeah, I put them on together.
That checks out.
No more Rickroll. You're out.
No, I was going to do Strange Stories then.
Oh, okay.
It's Strange Stories with Damon.
it'll fade out on its own.
What did you do? He ruined it. You ruined it.
Oh, I wanted not to say my name. That's why I clarified. Because I'm out.
Oh, we laugh at that. Yeah, that's pretty funny, Mac.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. So, hey, just so you know, I'm not going to pay for this week's episode. I'm going to use that as your startup capital for Amazing Caulk. Okay? That's what's going to happen.
Well, I guess this episode won't come out. We can say whatever we want.
It never happened if nobody heard it.
That's right.
Hey, Ted, you want to start a podcast?
Yes, sure.
I still get the bill.
Yeah. I just see a note every Wednesday. Pay me.
All right. So, hey, for Strange Stories, I have 3 of them, but I want to get to 2. So One of them, we've kind of done some of the stuff.
Specifically 2, or you just want to get 2 out of 3? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, I want specifically 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The other one is a little weird. So I think we might stay away from it. The 7 oddest things people tried and failed to smuggle. Okay, we've done some of this stuff. Like we've talked
imagine,
about.
like, are they? I don't remember any of them. Go ahead.
No, but we did. Remember the lady who tried to? I think she tried to do cactus.
Oh yeah, the cacti.
That was the cacti, and then I thought there was another one too. I don't remember. But so 150 tons of fossilized giant clams.
Wait, how do you smuggle 150 tons of any? Like sneakily smuggle 150 tons of anything?
Coast Guard caught 4 people trying to smuggle 150 tons of fossilized giant clams.
Where are they taking it? What is the monetary value of 150 tons of fossilized
It says right
clams?
after this, approximately $25 million.
What are they doing with them?
I have no idea. I haven't read that far down. They sell it. Let's see here. So smugglers sell the taclabo on the black market to collectors who care more about owning fossils than how they were acquired. I still don't
care.
Yeah. 25, so 150 tons
Of sea trash.
$25 million
Of sea trash.
of sea trash. Yeah, but what's funny is so these guys get busted like they're bringing cocaine in a submarine,
Right.
and they're bringing in fossilized clams.
Yeah. I mean, if I was the first guy down in their like ship on the Coast Guard, they would have gotten away because I'm like, no, they just got like sea trash rocks.
Right?
They can go.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Why do you have this garbage in your boat? They're good. Let them through, Dave. Wave them through.
Dave.
Yeah.
Very specific.
Yeah, wave them through.
Thanks, Elmer.
I assume Lieutenant Dave is my
Dan
is my superior. Now, Lieutenant Dan has magic legs.
I still remember when he called me. That was so awesome. I told that story already, though. So yeah, I don't see any reason to collect. If you want to collect fossils, I know people that do that or have done that.
Yeah.
But I don't see how you would want to.
Yeah, that seems like such a like.
And it's clams. It's something like you could go get now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you know they're like? What's the difference between a fossilized clam and a regular clam? Hey, that clam's really old. All right, sure. I guess. Whatever. Couldn't you just put some clams of cement, like knock off the corners a little bit?
There's your weekend pottery class. You know what I mean? You're making clams. Oh, what are we doing here? That's a porcelain clam.
Yeah.
Don't drop that.
I paid $2.5 million for those clams. You, sir, are an idiot.
Yeah. I made this with Patrick Swayze's hands around me on a tray. So, did I get a chuckle out of that at least?
What?
Oh, come on!
I think he was reading something on his phone.
Yeah.
It was just timed perfectly with the end of your sentence.
Right. Hey, so number 2, get this one. 200 pounds of bologna. Okay.
So is this your own arrest record? Or?
No, it says call this guy Arby's because he definitely had the meats. Okay. That's a very good line. Yeah. All right. But a 49-year-old U.S. resident from Albuquerque was trying to illegally bring in almost 200 pounds of Mexican bologna.
Is that like Mexican Coke?
Hey, man, I want my bologna, man.
Do they make it with real sugar and not high fructose corn syrup down there?
So here's the deal. 22 pounds. So the 22 rolls of lunch meat didn't even contain drugs. So basically...
Well, here's the problem. When they came across the border, they probably asked, do you have anything to declare? any food? Or then they're like, well, it's bologna. It's not really food.
So the smuggler had concealed the bologna in the trunk of his 2019 Nissan Rogue in the space that normally houses the spare tire. No, he took it out. He put it out of the way.
Yeah.
Like he's doing kilos of bologna here.
Right.
First off, how fresh is it when it comes across the Mexican border?
Well, he went rogue. That's the problem. I would be like, here's
Call
the thing.
me.
Yeah, here's the thing. So me and Dave are at the Mexican border working. I'd be super pissed that if I went through 22 rolls of bologna and all I found was bologna. Yeah. I locked this guy up. We wasted 3 hours digging through his tubes of meat and found nothing but tubes of meat.
Our drug dog weighs 400 pounds because he's eaten all the bologna.
Meanwhile, 6 other people are driving through loaded down with heroin because we're looking through tubes of bologna.
Guys on a burro strapped with a backpack.
Just holding it out, like just holding it above his head, like a boom box in an 80s movie.
Going through the turnstile.
Yeah. But we're too busy looking at tubes of bologna to notice it.
Hey, so here's the best part.
Thanks a lot, Arby's. Everyone else got through.
The man was fined $500, and this is the best part. The bologna was destroyed. You remember? Now we've all been
I
there.
hope they put it in a wood chipper.
Dave lost a nub. Dave lost a finger. But no, what cracks me up, you imagine if now they're like, look, we need a meat slicer for customs. And
Wait, they say the bologna was destroyed, but it really is a party of a bunch of dudes just eating sandwiches.
We confiscated this
We
Milano.
destroyed that bologna.
We confiscated this Milano truck. We had some delicious sandwiches.
How'd you guys destroy it? Like, did you put it in the compressor or put it in the dumpster? Oh, no. It eventually went in the sewers because we ate it.
Yeah.
Have you ever had Mexican bologna?
But my thought is, now, most of us have been there when you're out back road or this or that, and the cops catch you and they pour it out in front of you. Imagine these guys in front of them, just like with their pocket knife, slicing
Just
it up, eating.
Yeah. Putting on hoods of cars to fry it up a little bit. Hey, did you get any Wonder Bread? Because we could really go for some Wonder Bread.
So, yeah, I thought that story was awesome.
Oh my God.
Okay, so then number 3 is a 3,000-year-old.
Actually, there's probably like a group of people like just on the Mexican side where it's not illegal. It's still their bologna. Like haven't eaten a meal in 6 months. They're just like, you guys are just going to burn that? You could just throw it back over. We'll take it.
That's what's so
They're
funny.
just eating it through the fence in front of the people over. Yeah, I knew where you were going. Yeah. Yeah. I knew.
Well, that and the fact, why do you got to smuggle it through? You could just throw it over the fence.
Yeah.
You know?
Just like a big floppy football.
Yeah.
Or you could just go down to the store and buy bologna here. It's not like it's that like weird.
What do they do that's special to it? You know?
No, I'm just saying like you can go 10 feet in any direction in any town, run into a Mexican grocery. Presumably they have bologna.
Yeah, but it's not Jose Meyer. You can only get Oscar Meyer. You know?
Wow, timestamp. Brian,
Why
wake up.
timestamp? Why is it
Brian, wake up and
timestamp?
timestamp that.
That's, come on.
All right.
What if I do it in my voice, man? Then it's not bad.
Brian,
huh?
double timestamp.
So number 3 is a 3,000-year-old Egyptian sarcophagus. Okay, first off,
That belongs in a museum.
customs officers at a Miami International Airport got quite the surprise in a shipment that had just arrived from Spain and was found to be undeclared. Okay,
Well, yeah, I mean, it's been lost in transit for 3,000 years.
it discovered an investigation discovered, which maybe had Wayne May on this, I'm not sure, but an investigation discovered that it had been stolen from Egypt in 1884.
All right.
Okay, so let's see here. It was from a pharaoh around 1000 BCE. It says over 120 years since its disappearance, and it made its rounds between underground collectors, but all's well that ends well when they put him back to his final resting place in Egypt. I don't
think he cares.
Yeah, I don't think he cares. But again, I don't know. Maybe it was like a small single engine plane or something that came in. But dude, you're not. How do you hide that? I mean, it's a whole. It's a coffin.
You're not checking that in on Delta?
Putting it in the overhead.
Did you pack your own bags? Well, one of them, no.
Has this been with you the whole time? Not since 1884.
Yeah.
No, it has not.
No, not since 1,000 years before the Common Era. That has not been.
And they only stop them because there's liquid in it. They find liquid. Otherwise, it just goes right through the X-ray, right through the scanner.
You're right. Though. I mean, what were they thinking that they're like, hey, you know what? I bet we can sneak this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I knew a dude that couldn't sneak in 22 rolls of bologna, but I think we can get this.
Maybe they weekend at Bernie's and they put a coat on him like a football jersey.
Or just put a coat on the sarcophagus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They just put a coat on it, and they're like, man, he's a big Ray Lewis fan. They got like a 4X jersey. They just drape it over it,
Or they just try to pretend like it's Florida. Maybe they just try to pretend it was their grandma. That's my grandma's coffin. She just died. I'm bringing the coffin down to put her in.
Yeah. What do you mean? That's a family heirloom.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
We passed that down from generation
We
to
dig it up
generation.
every 100 years and put another person in it. What do you?
Said you want to be married with my grandpa. Sorry,
You think if they would have shipped it direct from Egypt, it wouldn't have been. It's because it came from Spain. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I don't remember the Spanish pharaohs. We should probably look into this.
Those great Spanish pyramids.
I told you we should have laid over in Cairo and then come this way.
We've had 120 years to build a damn pyramid. We could have got away with this. So number 4 is a lot grosser. It's
great.
a severed seal's head. Yeah. I don't know why. Let's see here. Severed heads have been paraded around throughout human history. But these days, the practice isn't as widely accepted. Was it ever widely accepted?
Something like 1912. They're like, you know what? Today's the day. Not anymore.
So it was in a man's luggage. The smuggler, who identified himself as a biology professor, explained he had found a dead seal on a beach. He decided to lop off its head and take it with him.
Well, it's probably weight restrictions on the plane.
For educational purposes. Unfortunately for him, removing body parts from dead mammals is a federal wildlife violation. Wayne May now is involved, okay? The professor was allowed to board the plane, but the seal head stayed at customs.
What are they going to do with it?
Hey, Dave.
Yeah. Hey, Dave, want to play volleyball? I'm serious though. He probably looked at it and was like, you know what? If my suitcase is over 50 pounds, they charge me more. I'm just going to take the head.
Dave sticks his hand up in and goes, I believe I can fly. Wrong seal, Dave. Wrong seal. It's like a really bad sock puppet.
Yeah.
That Dave, he's a real comedian.
Still some spine hanging out.
Well, then you get to swinging around, just,
It's a bookend right there at customs. The fifth one, I'm going to go real shallow on. I bet this happens all the time. A human skull.
Yeah.
I bet, seriously. I mean, this to me, I wouldn't think nothing of it. Number 6 is the one that gets me.
Uh-oh.
Preserved now. I don't know if they mean like jam or jelly.
Yeah.
Or like in
condition. Is this part of your beehole nectar?
No. Lizard penises.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is this the one we
No, this is not the story.
All right.
Okay. So you'd imagine most people wouldn't want anything to do with a severed lizard penis.
Leisure penis?
Your leisurely penises have been severed, sir. Yeah. But they are in pristine condition.
Yeah, we preserve them.
We preserve them. So there's an underground trade network. Okay.
Wait, of just lizard?
Yes.
Or other kind?
Yeah. So
hey, that's gross. That's gross, man. Just lizards here.
So the clams, the fossilized clams that sell for 150 tons, you get $25 million.
Yeah.
These go to $14 to $14 each. Why would you run the risk of this is what you're doing?
Yeah.
I
mean, you can get a meat mountain from Arby's. No Mexican bologna. But you can get a meat mountain from Arby's for less than that.
Yeah. Well, you could get Steve Seaman spread coming to a store near you.
Oh, wow.
I mean, if you're going to make preserves out of this.
Honey is like never breaks down. You can.
You are correct.
You can find honey from centuries ago, and you just have to heat it up, and it's still good.
Yeah, it stays as long as you warm up the beehole where it comes from. You're fine. Yeah, you just have to make sure it's preserved.
Don't look at me,
Brian. It was nice. It was nice knowing you.
What? They're the honeycombs.
It's weird that he can see us on camera, so I can't see him, but he knows when I'm looking at him.
Yeah,
it's very weird.
So you kind of make eye contact.
Yeah, we're going to come in here next week, and he's going to have monitors hanging from the ceiling.
Right.
So there's absolutely no way to see him.
It's
just
going to be
wall.
real weird at the new studio when I'm in a different room.
You're looking forward to it. When's that happening?
Not
soon
October,
enough.
November. Nice. Hey, so the last one, number 7 here, is 420 pounds of cow brains.
420. Nice.
Yeah, but what's funny...
Somebody said that this morning before they opened up shop.
Yeah. It was fragrant in the strip mall earlier.
next to the smoke shop.
Dank, I believe is what they call it.
So 3 Sundanese travelers got busted with 420 pounds of cow brain. It was the 4th cow brain smuggling scheme the airport had foiled that week alone. Okay. How many cow brains? If you got 420 pounds.
Well, here's the thing. Is there like no like underground and like knowledge network where they can be like, hey, you know what? Maybe this airport is not the one we tried. Right. Because you're the 4th one that week.
Hey, we're back to Egypt. They're a popular delicacy in Egypt. So they serve deep fried with a spicy sauce on pita bread. Okay. And they fetch a high price due to scarcity. Well, how scarce are they if in 1 week they got busted 4 times? You're not that scarce. You know what I mean?
An average cow brain is just under 1 pound.
So roughly they had 420 cow brains.
Yeah, maybe 425. Because it's just under a pound. Maybe they round up. That seems like a nice round number.
Like when you're getting your potato salad, I'm a little over. You okay? Yeah, it's okay.
Is that why? Is that why they mummified people back in the day? Because they just really like to eat brains? Hey, let's tell them they're going to come back in the afterlife. We just want those yummy brains.
Right. Brains.
Yeah. Egypt is zombies, I'm learning.
That was a pretty wild list. Like I said, I wanted to stay off of the skull because I'm sure that's more popular for human bones.
I knew a guy.
That I'm not surprised.
Did that guy also see a groundhog today?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, just checking.
No.
Gotcha.
He did.
I mean, I remember stories of my grandparents. They would have brains and eggs.
Really?
Yeah.
See,
For real?
Yeah.
I could never do something like that.
You can still get it.
Before
I
they
don't
knew
know if
about
it's
mad
I don't know
cow.
if it's cow brains, but I think it's pig brains. You can still get in a can.
Really?
Yeah, and when it comes out, it's just like
So my mother-in-law makes, I think they call it enziki, but it's cow tongue.
Yeah.
oh yeah, cow tongue's fine.
good.
Cow tongue.
Yeah.
I've never had it because I don't want something that'll taste me bad.
Oh no, it's
I don't want it.
it's,
Lengua.
it's
But
delicious.
there's people that love it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's people in my
Brian
family that
nailed
love
it. You go to a
We got
reputable
all the-
taco stand, and it's one of the tacos.
I live
Shut
in a
up.
I live in a little Mexican neighborhood. You can go right into a little grocery store and get tongue and
Really?
Yeah.
From just cows or from anything?
It's usually cows.
Yeah, it's cows. I was trying to think if they had pig, but no.
Really?
Cows,
Yeah,
cows for
it
sure.
tastes like really.
You can put it. You could put it in your Instant Pot.
Yeah.
You know, slow cook it. And it like shreds really good.
Yeah.
It's good tacos.
What?
It's
Yeah.
really.
Oh
good.
yeah, it's good.
It's like legit good.
Yeah, it tastes like roast beef because it is. Yeah. Oh, I had it back in the day when I knew you. But yeah, back when I lived over by you, my mom brought
Really?
it home one time. Yeah, because we used to go in with a farmer. Maybe that's where I got that. What am I, a farmer line? We used to go in and we'd get we'd split a cow with them, so they'd get half from
Gotcha.
the butcher, and we get the other half.
You only got half a
Well,
tongue?
one time my mom was like, "Hey, they gave us a ton." I'm like, "All right," but no, it's just like really good roast beef.
Don't you just want to slap somebody with it, though? You just want to
Well,
go,
yeah,
"Wham!"
she brought it out before she
Yeah.
had done that.
Looks
You know,
like a tentacle or something,
Yeah.
probably, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I couldn't do that. So,
Hey, let's get him some.
Is it
let's get him
huge?
tacos and not tell him what
is it huge? Like, is it like a size of a steak?
Yes.
Yeah.
Larger.
Yeah,
It's
Larger?
big.
yeah, because there's the part you see, and then there's the part at the back of the that.
Really?
It actually like attaches to the
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably like
Yeah, I say we get him some. We tell them they're barbacoa tacos. Let
you
him eat them.
Literally wouldn't be able to tell the
Yeah.
difference between that and like shredded pork
Yeah,
visually.
I would. No, I would. I definitely would. Yeah.
No, you
I-
would.
I would.
You would. Visually? He's saying visually. You'd be able to go like, oh, I know where that shredded meat came from. Yeah, if it was Mexican bologna, I'd believe you. But a different part of a cow? No, that's the rump. That's from the ribs.
Yeah.
That's clearly tongue.
I could do that, I think, maybe.
Let's test them.
Yeah. They were all tongue. You're wrong. You're wrong. It's like that episode of Seinfeld. They were all Twix. Every one of them. Hey,
But brains, no.
one more strange story.
Strange stories.
This one is 6 strangest world championship competitions. Okay. And we'll go through them a little bit. So, number 1, rock, paper, scissors. There's a world championship for this. I did not know that.
Yeah, I could see that. It's a
You could
mental
see
game.
that?
It's a mental game.
It's a mental game. Are you like you? What do you psych your opponent out?
Yeah.
They've gone rock 3 times in a row.
If you play rock paper scissors with the rock,
Do
that'd be pretty cool.
Do they dare go for it? Could you imagine that? You
And
just,
he goes scissors. Damn you!
no, you're like, he's just like behind a door or behind a curtain. And we go 1, 2, 3, shoot. You just pull the curtain out and the rock's right there. I went rock.
I went paper. You're out.
Yeah. He just like rips the paper. I don't get how this works.
So you might think it's purely luck based, but winning the championship isn't an indication of skill.
See? Mental game.
Yeah, mental game. Wow. This year's competition dates and venue have not been decided yet. So if you want to compete, keep an eye out. I don't.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for the scissors.
Yeah, what is it? Rochambeau? Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
That's the real name, right?
You remember South Park did the thing where Rochambeau kick people in the crotch.
Yeah. So
It's not what it means.
We'll play it afterwards, Brian. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, we'll play a mental game of Rochambeau.
Yeah, surprise. You're mentally gasping for air right now. Hey, so number 2, I didn't know this was a sport. Wife
two?
carrying.
Wife carrying?
Wife carrying. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I think I have seen this. Yeah.
So if you basically try your luck at wife carrying world championships. This strange game comes from Finland, where it's known as Yukinkata. I don't know what that means.
I don't.
Yeah. During the competition, male competitors carry their female teammate. Marriage is not required. Cool, because you're not getting married after this happens, I'm sure.
Right.
You know,
So wife carrying seems to be a misnomer if you don't have to be married.
right. Through a
It sounds more like lady kidnapping.
right. Yes.
You win if you don't get caught.
Ted Bundy's reigning champ 5 years in a row.
Wow.
Hey, I went to that museum, so that's pretty cool. I saw that Alcatraz museum. That guy with the Volkswagen Beetle over there, he's good. He's good. So we noticed he even duct tapes his wife's hands and feet. Yeah.
Got a lot of wives.
Hey, you just got to be dating.
Is that your new phrase? It's got to be dating.
He's like, hey, I'm from Utah. It's all good, man. It's all good.
I thought it was from Ohio. It's got to be dating.
Yeah. So, but you basically go through a 270-yard obstacle course to see who's the fastest. They carry their teammate any way they wish. In addition to the fastest team, special awards are also handed out to the best costume, the most entertaining couple, and the strongest carrier. So whoever brings the biggest wife, I guess, is the strongest carrier.
Unless you have one that just is like juggling the wife.
He was like he was in cheer, so he's got her held up like
just
on one
arm.
hand, one hand.
Man, Finland, they must have nothing to do.
So the competition takes place in Finland. Last year's race was canceled due to the pandemic, but this year's wives are being carried again on July 30th and 31st. So make sure you watch ESPN. I'm sure it's going to be around.
I'm sure that's on the Ocho.
Yeah. Let's see here. If you can't fly to the frozen wastelands of Northern Europe, don't worry. There are separate competitions also, at least in the UK and the US. I did not know they're here. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
We should do that. No, I mean, like me and you, like as a tandem.
Oh, okay.
We should do that. You don't have to be married.
Right.
Okay? We don't have to be married.
Yeah.
So,
So one of us is going to die.
and the other one's going to get severely concussed.
Yeah. I know which one I'm hoping for.
Why are they both dressed as football players? Well, because he's drug her head across every obstacle. Most of them do like a fireman carry, right? Like over the shoulder.
They said you can carry me anyway. What if you just carry me in the spare tire well of a Nissan Rogue? We know it can carry 22.
Yeah. I got 220
rolls.
pounds of Mexican bologna
Right.
in the back here. So number 3, cherry pit spitting.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that one.
That's a real thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also watermelon seed spitting.
Really? The official world record stands at 93 feet and 6.5 inches.
I mean, it's like you're spitting almost the length of a 10-story building.
That's amazing. And the championship is in Eau Claire, Michigan until 2019. Unfortunately, the tradition came to an end when the farm housing the competition was sold and no one could find a replacement venue. That is so awesome. Hey, look, we would do this somewhere else.
Yeah.
But
no one really wants it.
Yeah.
Old World Harold died.
Yeah.
We sold his farm and no one else really wants.
Yeah. The guy that cuts this doesn't want to go over all those pits.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's terrible for mowing.
Sting. Son of a bitch. Was that last weekend?
It's like a driving range.
Yeah.
They got a guy out there with the ball just
yeah.
picking them up. Hey, number 4, this intrigues me. Chess boxing. Mac, you ever heard of this?
No, but I'm interested.
Okay.
This sounds like you play some chess moves and then you have to throw some punches and go back to chess.
Is this a Russian sport?
I haven't got that far because I'm reading these.
That sounds like something
It's kind of a cold read here, but it says if regular chess isn't challenging enough, give chess boxing a go. It's a hybrid sport, combines chess with boxing. The game is played in 11 3-minute rounds. Each round of chess is followed by a bout of beating the snot out of each other as competitors engage in the ultimate challenge of brains and brawn. Let's see here. It's global. It's not currently clear.
What are they wearing? Are they wearing boxing gloves or are they telling someone else to move like knight to
I know.
knight to queen 4.
Do you have to
like they yell to someone else, or you're like trying to pick it up with gloves?
Do you have to call?
That's not where I wanted to go.
But you know how you have to announce your move too when you do chess? I wonder if you have to announce it's like hook the face, body blow. What do you?
You see him like trying to punch that little clock with their boxing gloves on. I hit both of them.
We need a new clock. Yeah. So it says currently the heavyweight chess boxing champion is a Russian.
Wait, is he heavyweight?
Nice.
But he only weighs like 115.
Yeah. Nikolai Sazin with Sven Ruch of Germany and Leonid, I don't know, Chernobyl, whatever his name is, of Belarus, dominating the light and middleweight categories. So it looks like they even have weight classes for these guys. That's amazing.
Oh, you do the regular box.
Yeah.
That means nothing to me. We must move little pieces across board and then punch face.
What's the guy's name? Dana White? Is that the guy that runs the MMA?
UFC.
Yeah, UFC. He's probably really pissed that he doesn't have one of these categories. Right. He's gonna have to get one of these. Because of time, I'm gonna go quick.
Yeah, but it'd probably be some like shuffleboard or some non-mental sport.
What's the curling?
Yeah.
And then they just beat the piss out of each other.
Oh, yeah, they pick up those stones.
They're brooming the floor, and then they pick them up and just start clubbing each other with them. Number 5 is called Clow Wow. CLAWAU.
I know what Wow Bao is. That's the dumpling place out of Chicago.
This is also known as the World Santa Championships. In this Santa-themed competition, contestants...
Oh, is that why you're not washing the gray out of your beard?
Yeah.
Are you getting a heads up on this?
They test their skill to determine who is the holliest and jolliest of them all.
You already lost.
Yeah. So past competitions have including activities such as after skiing, climbing various structures, and sled racing. The event is organized each year in Switzerland. Yeah, let's see here. That's really all the information it gives you. But basically, it looks like you're doing some kind of winter sport triathlon in a Santa costume and keeping a smile on your face.
Yeah. This just seems to be a list of how bored can humans get?
Oh, well, number 6 is the last one. And you are correct. It's worm charming.
Like we see those, like, I'm assuming very, very poorly stereotypical, like, and like this, like, on a really tiny, like, flute sitting in front of a worm.
Yeah, because you don't use a bigger one, we get snakes.
Right.
We want worms. We want worms. I'm hollowing out a toothpick.
Yeah.
I'm making one of these. So being unnaturally attractive to worms is the ability that most people probably wouldn't want. I don't understand what that means. If worms tend to congregate around you.
Because you're charming them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so you wouldn't know.
So they're hosted at Williston Country Primary School in Williston, England each year. Enthusiastic 3-member teams of wormers, they're called in quotes, wormers, flock to the small village to see who can gather the largest haul of earthworms. So really, they're just digging the damn things up.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds
So
like.
it's not that you're charming them. It's just they're really good at. There's one.
Right.
There's one.
Hey, Billy's got a big shovel.
Yeah.
The competition dates back. It says all the way back to 1980. Okay.
Whoa.
Since then, the winning teams have developed various and often very effective methods for getting the worms to rise up from the ground. It sounds weird. But have you ever actually tried luring worms up to the surface? I have not.
No.
Okay.
Probably involves a lot of water.
I was going to say water.
I was thinking, because isn't it like after rain, you're like, hey, I'm going fishing a couple days. I'm going to go out and gather up,
Right, 'cause
night crawlers,
yeah.
whatever they call them,
Because otherwise they drown.
Right. So you're going to go get them.
Yeah.
So, but it takes some serious skill. And we tip our proverbial hats to the most prolific worm charmers. I don't even see, I picture, like you said, a guy with a charming them and then like almost Pied Pipering them all the way back. You know what I mean? All the way back into town and be like, ta-da,
Yeah. Why do we celebrate St. Wormer's Day? Well, that was the day that he took all of the worms out of Ireland.
That's awesome.
Meanwhile, St. Pat's over there like, wait, what, really?
Yeah. Come on, man.
Come on. I left them behind. They were following the snakes. I'm like, no, this isn't for you.
Right. So, but no, that was strange stories. So I don't, like I said, the other list I'm not going to get to. And Hell, we're at an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't you tell everybody where they can find us then? I don't know why
I don't know
I'm
if they
still
want
talking.
to after all this.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to know any of my business ideas from today, please, you can find us at, go ahead, Ted.
At I'mOut.com. At thatchecksout.net, you can find all of us, all of our links there. You can find our Instagram, our Twitter, our Facebook, all of those wonderful links. You can find links to all the shows. You can find links to things that we don't even know about that are on there. I don't know. When's the last time you looked at that page?
Oh, yesterday.
Oh, well, Damon looked at it yesterday, so we can answer that question for you. I can't. For Damon and myself, here at Audiohive Podcasting Studio, owned and operated and run by Brian, this has been That Checks Out.
Yeah. And Williamson, buy that I'mOut.com.
Yeah. How many of our ideas does he own?
He owns quite a few.
Yeah, he's really angling to be part of the business.
Yeah.
Chickenwithteeth.com.
Chickenwithteeth.com.
Get on.
The poultry dentist. Oh, so much pain.
Ah, my ears.
My earballs.
Hey, that sounded fine for us. So
Yeah.
clearly you're
Turn
messing,
down your cans.
you're messing with the
Oh,
levels.
speaking of cans, somebody picked up your headphones, Damon, I think it was last Saturday after you, and they were like, oh my God, it's so loud.
Yeah, you might want to have your hearing checked.
Yeah.
What? Yes. And I'm out. I'm going to leave on a high note.
Yeah. All right. See you guys later.
Ta-da.
Glad I woke up early for this.
Okay, we're live.
You can find us on.
You can find us on thatchecksout.net.